What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, lavoncason. Hey, I'm back at it again with another video. And today's video is going to be me basically kind of doing a reaction of one of the games on Switch 2, showcasing the graphical leap between the Switch 2 and the Nintendo Switch. And that game is called, as you guys will be seeing here right now, MotoGP 26. So let's get to it. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, look at the generational leap between the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. Like, look at that. Look at that. Look at it. That's the Switch 1. And this is the Switch 2. Like, that right there is a generational leap, guys. That right there is a generational leap. Okay, so this is the PlayStation 5. Okay, so this is all three side by side. That's the Nintendo Switch. That's the Nintendo Switch 2, and that's the PlayStation 5. Like, the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2 are the most interesting right here because it is showcasing that generational leap. Whereas the Nintendo Switch 2 and the PlayStation 5, there's not really too much of a leap. Like, there's a leap still. Like, the PS5 version is 60 frames per second and probably running the game at a higher resolution. But these two, like, they look similar. They look kind of similar. Whereas going from Nintendo Switch to Nintendo Switch 2, like, these two right here look like two different games. Alright, so let's see the frame rate. So as you guys can see here, the biggest, flaw that I can find when it comes to MotoGP 26 on Switch 2 is that the fact that the game is not at 60 frames per second. In fact, both Switch and Switch 2 are just 30 frames per second, while the PlayStation 5 version is 60 frames per second. So that right there could be a big determining factor when it comes to which version of this game that you may get. Do you find 60 frames per second important? Do you find portability important? Those are some of the questions that you're going to have to ask yourself when it comes to picking which place that you're going to play these third-party games on. Alright, so the video is now playing. Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Okay, so there was a brief frame rate drop on the Switch 2. I just noticed that. But yeah, this game right here, it definitely showcased the generational leap between Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. But Nintendo Switch 2 is still not the definitive version. Like, the PS5 is probably considered the definitive version of MotoGP 26 to most people. So, what did you guys think of this graphic comparison here? Do you guys think that MotoGP 26 has showcased the generational leap between the Switch 2 and the Nintendo Switch? Let me know in the comment section below this YouTube video. This is lavoncason signing out, and peace! And thanks for watching, and bye!